Hello, friendos. Welcome back. Ecstatic and Eben and Cetho. I love the Ala rap. I love it. I hope you slaved over that, yesterday, last evening. I hope you spent way more time on that, and I hope you remember how much time you spent on that, like for the rest of your life. I hope in your old age you think, wow, if only I had not wasted that time. I can't say wasted, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I loved it. I loved it. I love it and I hate it. Hey, Omega. Oh, God. I'm sorry. I should have played DK yesterday. You know those streams where I try to paint my nails halfway through the stream? Oh. Oh, did somebody else write it? Oh, okay. Or you just poached it, is what you're saying. Hey, Sandflea. What is this? Yeah, those streams where I try to paint my nails in the stream. This is not one of those streams, but I just got in the mail a giant a giant pile of embroidery floss. And my specific neuroses are very adamant that I shouldn't be doing anything until I get all of these wound on bobbins and put away, which is ridiculous because this will take me, if I just started to do this now, well, I mean, I did just start to do it now, but if I did this straight through, this would take me at least 2 hours. There's like 40 or 50 of these skeins and you have to fucking wind each one of them like this, and it's a pain in the ass. Oh, I see, though. I see. I'm sorry. It was like a next level joke. It was like there was layers, like an onion. I love it. So I might take tiny breaks and wind up colors. This color is 600. It is number 600. I almost own all of the shades of DMC floss, which means whenever I want to start a project, I don't have to do any planning about it, which is awesome, because I'm not good at planning. And then that will take us 4 hours. Okay. And we're done there. I have my little stack of bobbins. Love it. All right, so in a startling turn of events, I actually remember what we did on Tuesday. Go figure. So that's kind of cool. We just cleaned out this city area thing of dudes and chests. And we got a fancy blue stone sword key. Stone sword key. I don't know how I'm supposed to pronounce it. And I would like to... Wow, it's dark. I would like to check that out. If we can get over there. Why didn't you stand up? That's weird. I mean, I'll take it, but that's weird. I think I'm gonna die here. And I did. Crap, I should have went back to the Grace. I don't know where the fucking last statue I was at was. I am so ready to go on vacation. I have 1 more week. And then I'm free. I have to go to, like, a work event on Saturday, sort of. I have to, like, drive all the way down to the city to, like, make an appearance at the bar for 10 minutes. I shouldn't be so annoyed about it. Well, I'm not annoyed. I shouldn't be so dismissive about it. Because it's like... I should. They'd have to... I'd have to pay them a lot. The hair is very expensive. How... Where... Oh, maybe it's up on the shelf then. It's just like a nice thing that I should do. And that should be not... I shouldn't even be thinking about it at all. I should just be like, yeah, I like hanging out with people and being social, but I don't like that. I don't like it. Like 25 minutes. Some of the worst things are people, you're right. And then Sunday's gonna be long because we're getting rid of all of our actors. Actually, all of our actors but one, and then we only have one leaving Monday, which is awesome! Which I can't be salty about because they've all just been wonderful. They've been very lovely. The show has been fantastic. It's been a great situation. They haven't called me or bothered me. Which is unusual. But also I want them out of here. No, their contract's over. When you hire professional actors, you hire them for the period of the show, which is usually 8 to 10 weeks, depending on how long the run is and how long the rehearsal process is. So after that period of time, they leave. Why? What the fuck was that about? The Sound Theater? No, I have not. I don't know that I've been to Lancaster. Grid might. He's actually from Pennsylvania. To the farm where pets go. If that is back to New York City, then sure. A euphemism for back to New York City. You thought you were gonna get me. You're gonna get me the next one. Why are there boulders here, and who's making them? It also seems impossible to get over there from here. Dear, I don't know what this is. God, remember how long we were stuck on the skeletons in Dark Souls 1? His growth. Alidus Skeleton Bane. That's me. There's not even anything exciting in here? I don't think you are static. Oh, it wasn't Dark Souls 1 anyway. I think it was 3. Because Dev had me start with 3. I think. Oh no, maybe we started with 1 and then skipped to 3 and then came back to 2. I think that's what we did. Right, yeah, that makes sense. Excuse me. Man, they have a hell of a reach, and I was not timing that right. That's fine. That's true. That's true. Bud. Oh,
Who's there? Well, it matters not. If you are wise, you will leave immediately. My flesh writhes with scarlet rot. It is a curse. Not to be meddled with by man.
I am no man.
If you are wise, you will leave immediately. My flesh writhes with scarlet rot.
Can I help her? Can I...
If you are wise, my flesh...
Oh, that didn't help. I feel like I should be able to help her, but I have no understanding of how to do that. Oh. Interesting. Are you gonna come at me, or are you gonna stay there? If you come up here before you deal with Radahn, does this look different? Does anybody know? Damn. Missed opportunity. I'm sure there would be a render distance problem, but also, boo. Who cares? I want you to fuck my computer. I want my GPU to scream. Oh, you've got to be kidding. There has to be a way down here. You can't possibly make me go all the way back around. Human bone shard. Well, that seems ill-advised. Really? Like, really? Why would you do this to me? I knew I wanted to go all the way out there and see if there was something out there. It seems like there's a way to get down. Do it. Do it, coward. Do it. Do it. I want to watch your blood stain. Do it. Ah, you pussy. Alright, what if we... Every time we find ourselves at a different... site of grace. We do a little floss. This one is 602. All of them are pink, just for the record. I've been going through by color family. And checking against my stash to see which ones I have. Actually, I've made some pretty good progress on that Kirby piece, surprisingly, for how boring it is. Let me finish winding this and I'll show you, although it's basically still just big pink blocks so far. You know, I never liked pink when I was little because, you know, pink is forced on little girls and I resented that. But growing into an adult and being able to make my own choices and kind of disassembling what it was that I didn't like, which of course was not necessarily the color, it was just the expectation, I really enjoy, I'm starting to very much enjoy pink. Reclaiming pink, if you will. It's still just lines. This is several days worth of work. Ha ha ha. Alright. God damn. I was sure that I passed it. I was like, yeah, I must have passed it, and then I'll get to the end and turn around and come back and look at the wall real close. Nope. Too bad, it's a site of grace time. I don't care if we just did one, we're gonna do it again. This is my rodeo and I do what I want. This time the color is 948. I wonder why my viewership is down. I'm sure it has nothing to do with the fact that I wind thread while I'm on camera and don't give two shits. Remember how we had a chicken emergency the other night? And I had to go get chicken, and Grid was mad at me for getting chicken? Yeah, he messaged me today another poster of the same barbecue place in the area tomorrow. For a different fundraiser. And I am very tempted. Yeah, Chimkin remergency. Yes. 9:48. Fuck! I think I should hightail it out of here, but that was a lot of souls, so I'm gonna try to run in and grab all the souls and then leave. Okay, well, this was a great time. I had a great time here. This is so sad. Can I help her?
If you are why flesh wrath.
Should I kill her? I'm learning! It only took me dozens of hours, but I'm learning.
Try fingers butthole.
Thank you so much, Boxy, for the 500 butthole bits. Appreciate it. Stay down! Exceedingly helpful, thank you.
Try plunging attack.
Fuck. Thank you so much, Evan, for 35 months. And for plunging attack. Despite it not having worked once in this whole game. Ooh, that's fucked up. How could you come in here and say that? How dare you? How dare you tell me about made to order s'mores cookies? Well, like, I hit them once, but... I don't know about worked. Jump and attack? Probably the wrong ones. Oh, well that helps, I guess. Oh! Well, he wasn't very observant. once! Okay, now we'll do 819. $8.19 is kind of not very fun. It's sort of like a pasty white flesh color. It's okay, sometimes you need flesh colors. Sometimes you're trying to sew people. I feel like I really struggled trying to find the right flesh tone for some of the lighter Kirby's, because some of them in certain powers aren't pink. They're like... I mean, they're pink, but they're like, whatever this is, pink. They're like a pinkish tan. A pinkish... I don't know. Ecru? Ecru? I don't know how to pronounce that word. I just know it from The Sims. Yeah, I just can't even hit anybody with a jumping attack. I jump and then I don't hit them. The end. Okay. Nice. Twice they haven't lied to me. Sure, ask away. What's up? Oop. Ah! Yee. Oh my god. We've had 3 hidden paths in a row not be liars. It's definitely a miracle. Nope, nope. Ah! How am I not dead? Oh, now I'm dead. Hi, buddy. Oh, boy. All right. Okay. That was so many souls. Runes. I don't think you're walking into something bad at all. I know Craig as personally as you can know somebody who you only met on the internet. If you're looking for somebody else to, like, vet people with, Co-Star's bigger than I am, and knows Craig On a more personal level, as in I'm pretty sure they have been in the same room, my let's see, how can I say this? Any negatives that I have experienced through Cosmic Crate have been at my lack of ability to procure commissioned art and comprehend new products because I am burnt out and tired. They're always looking at new products, new opportunities, new ways to whatever. Craig really likes to listen to anybody about like what's important to you, like sustainability or, you know, materials or whatever. Even just from a consumer perspective, when Craig and Co. I keep talking about this, but when Craig and Co. put up that dress, you know, I'm used to t-shirts, I'm used to pants, maybe hats, whatever, but when there was the dress up, when they went to the trouble to create a dress and find and source a dress, I felt so served as a community member. So from that end, it was great. The things that I've ordered there have been great. Craig, it's really easy to talk to. Yeah, we should put that on a shirt. Yes, absolutely. It will sell. It will sell because I will buy so many of them. Oh yeah, Craig had helped Co move from Arizona to Ohio. So solid person just as a person. Oh dear. That sucks. Hey Rose. Hang on one sec. But yeah, I would definitely feel free to like DM Craig on Discord. That's probably, I mean, that's how I or on Twitter, that's how I kind of broach the subject. I'm sorry, I'm trying to answer Grid and it's not working. But yeah, you don't know me from Adam, but I personally vouch for Craig and Cosmic Crate, and I think it's great. I think it's much, much more helpful than something like Redbubble, which obviously has no one human you can talk to, does not give a shit about you, has crappy products, and blah, blah, blah. Really, I always defaulted to assume, but I still catch myself doing that. I still catch myself defaulting to assuming that unknown username, unless unknown username has like Lady Humbug, then I'm pretty sure. But that's kind of a bad thing on my part, and I need to continue to. But it certainly seems now that 90% of the horts are ladies and neurodivergent. Not saying to be a lady you must be neurodivergent. But it helps. I'm sorry. No, I'm not spinning more thread because we've been to that site of grace. That was the last site of grace that we went to, so we have to go to another one. A new one. I don't want to get caught in a floss loop. Oh my god, that's so many designs. That hurts. That hurts. Probably hurts you more, but tell you a story. I don't have any stories left. Elden Ring rocks. Oh, also, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Fuck! Okay. Alright, let's not fall in that hole with the Scorpion King or whatever the hell that was. It wasn't a fun time and I don't want to do it. I wasn't ever not around. I was just... Oh, right. you. You didn't necessarily push me off, but you startled me. And then I fell off. There we go. Oh. Nice. Oh, I didn't really get a good look at it before it killed me, so... It was hands? I don't know. It looked like a bug. There's nowhere to go but down here, isn't there? Oh, oh, oh! Oh, safety. Great. Nope. Shit. That was exactly what I wanted to happen, and I didn't even have to participate. That's great. Yes, I remember. I remember. I think he might have originally been from Ohio, so I think he's familiar. I think it's not entirely a new situation, but I don't want to speak for somebody else. Woo! Nice! Oh, those are expensive. I'm glad for you. Ah! Okay, so even if you just walk in them, got it. That hurts. Hi, Zeno. What's up? Fuck! I'm sorry. That Boxy, whatever you just posted was the thing that killed me. What? What? How is that relevant? I have so many souls, and I keep just losing them. Zeno, we're not doing this. It's too early to do this. Hi, Zeno. Bye, Zeno. Well, like, what happens, though? If you fuck up enough, do you win? Like... Is the criteria for gaining diagnosis that you fuck up? Because I have anxiety too. And if I don't perform correctly, then I'm bad and wrong. So... I am stressed out. I'm not even the one going through this. But what if I get all the button presses, but also I have killed myself inside? Right! Oh my god. I shouldn't even try. That's what this is telling me, that I shouldn't try. boy. Shit! Okay. Not alone as a freak. Love that. I read something recently that was like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense, Rose. No, I read something recently that was like, I struggle with all of these tests about whether or not I need assistance because when you're asking me the question, I probably don't need help. You know, can I walk from here to wherever? Well, now I can. Or, you know, I could do it with X whatever, or, you know, yes, just not very quickly. Something like that. And the struggle is to answer those things like it's asking about what your worst is. And that's something I really struggle with all the time. I haven't really ever gotten any more in-depth than, like, those stupid fucking doctors, like, 12-question polls, like, have you ever felt sad before? And I'm just like, well, I feel so patronized now, I don't want to answer yes. And they're just so black and white questions. They're like, have you ever felt sad before? Or have you ever literally attempted suicide? There's no relation to my actual situation on any of this ever. So I don't know how to connect with it. Love it. It's great. This isn't where I came in. This is still going down. We're gonna meet the Hand King. Handy J. Right. Multifaceted problems. Boxy, thank you so much for that gift sub. Soren's bad at games. You are stuck here now. Welcome to the Ministry of Silly Walkthroughs.
Subs in the channel.
Oh damn, Boxy! Just making it rain up in here. Amiable Tempest, Oliphant, East River, Pixel Rifts, Cortra. Everybody's stuck here. You cannot escape. It payday. It is payday. It. It's almost Friday, and I'm really excited about that. Brains are suck, and not the good kind like Kirby. Yeah, right? And then I feel like, even just in general, my pain scale is a little bit skewed. Like, occasionally I get this weird, sharp sciatic nerve pain where it hurts so bad that I just, for fractions of a second, I just completely cease to exist as a person. So against that, it's not that bad. Or the migraines that are so bad that I can feel my pulse in my teeth. Against that, it's okay. I actually haven't had those very much anymore since I stopped working retail, which is awesome. I'm sure the problem's not fixed, but at least maybe it has scarred over. Also, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to throw Grid under the bus because this isn't even relevant, but I love Grid so much, and he's such a baby, Now, Grid, for the record, I know you, I know all of you who know him. I know that you know he was in the Air Force, and he's a little bit of a guy who's a dude. So he's sewn up his own leg, like with stitches. He's done that. But whenever he gets like the saddest little hangnail, he's so sad. I love him so much. I love him. He showed me this minuscule little abrasion yesterday where he put his hand in his pocket and his skin split because his hands are dry. I love him. Again, sewn up his own leg. The anthrax vaccine, when you get it, makes Marines pass out. He's had that. Oof, that one is no fun. Oof. Oh, that's good for you, Boxy. Congrats. Be wary of up. Ah! Oh. Well, that wasn't as bad as I thought. I didn't need to bring it to Purple Town. Is my sword darker purple in here? That's cool. Scatter, Senpon Sakura. We're gonna put these snails to sleep. They are super cute. Oh, that's a good observation, Rose. Yeah, I'm used to just like rolling with horrible things. Rolling with low-key horrible things. I'm like, yeah, I face discomfort in my everyday attire. I catch my fingernails on things all the time. I am the focus of low-key harassment all the time, and I'm just like, yeah, no, this is normal. This garbage is normal. Whereas dudes are like, this is garbage? This is garbage! Have you heard that this is garbage? Oh, this is gonna be bad. Oh, we're already dead. No! I don't want to play Ultimate Frisbee. Well, the X button didn't work, so that's fine. Oh, wow, no, that... I shouldn't... I don't want to stay here. I don't think I can get those souls out, can I? I think we're extremely fucked for like 20,000 souls. They're not souls, they're runes. If I die fast enough. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, because that's also how I feel, Boxy. I will never not say bonfire. I can't. $17. Oh wait, that was only 3,000? I thought we had like 20,000 souls. Huh. Oh well. Get a different sword, I think is the answer. Sure, lay it on me. Ooh, okay. Cryptic hint. Sure, yeah. They're made of crystal. Why break their knees? Yeah, that's why Grid's better at swords than a lot of people that he plays swords with. Grid goes after your fingers. Can't hold sword. Lose battle. The end. Crap. Well, now I'm not convenient. Well, that's fun. Somebody said something about friend ahead, or one of the messages said something about friend ahead, but I haven't seen any summon signs. Do I not get friends? Can the snails be my friends? Oh, you meant... Oh, they probably meant... Okay. Woo! Nope. Okay, well that was better damage, but I don't think... I think I'm gonna put a little skull marker here, and then I think I'm gonna come back later. I still have not actually gotten to the thing that I wanted to look at when we started the stream an hour ago. Also, if that's the thing that I want to use, I can... Man, I love this sword. It's blue, but I... Do any of you have Tears of the Kingdom pre-ordered? I've almost been tempted by a couple of the pre-order bonuses. Oh god. Oh no. Oh god. Oh no. I can't sign it. I'm running away. Oh god. Why are there so many? And why is that one so big? H-E-R-E B-E-D-R-A-G-O-N-S. Thanks. A barrow full of... Okay, fine. Fine. But you fly! Climbable spot. I don't believe you. Yay! Oh god. Why do I keep going around like I think I can do that? I can't do that. That is so big.
Ah,
Thank you so much, Nightcast, for 33 months. I appreciate it. Ah, here's a great place to sit down and wind some floss. It is 956. I don't know what you're talking about. It was fantastic. Ah. Okay, what can I tell you while I wind this floss? Can't think of anything. I've run out of things. Today just completely got away from me at work. It felt at the same time very long and also like I got nothing of substance done. I sat for a very long time with my boss and rehashed, like, decisions that we need to make. But we're just talking through the same decision that, like, we need further information in order to make. I am, Nightcast, yes. So this is embroidery floss. Each one of these threads is actually like 6 threads. You don't sew with this big chunk right here. You kind of peel this apart and sew with a piece of it. So when I do my embroidery, I cut off a piece that is a reasonable length and unravel it and then thread my needle with that. Putting this on a bobbin, this is a bobbin, helps for storage. So all of these are the same brand of floss, and I put the number of the brand. The brand is very well known, and generally speaking, if a pattern gives you colors for it, it's going to give you colors in this brand of floss. There are a lot of colors, and I've been very slowly collecting them all. This is, I think, this is like my 4th box, so that when I choose to start a project, I don't have to wait or go to the store. I can just pull it out of my stash, which is cool. Or if I'm doing a project where I don't know what colors are, I have all the colors to color match or choose from. So I've been going through this one website and purchasing floss that I don't have. I just kind of double checking them all in the color family, and I went through pink last week and my order came today. So now I have to wrap them all on bobbins, and I actually have to buy another box so that I can fit them all, so that I can organize them by number. I really like organizing things. It makes my brain feel good. Oh, this isn't even machine sewing. This is just cross stitch. This is all those Kirby's that we've done. But well, because you're not necessarily gonna want to put them on bobbins, and they're easier to ship like this, and then you don't have like enough plastic waste. And this is that Kirby piece, which obviously does not have a lot left, or a lot started yet, but we're getting there. Enjoy, Boxy. We'll try to clip it when we inevitably die. Well, I think one of our deaths is right there. I think that's one. I think that's a death. I do have antlers. I love my hat. Elden Bling. What? fuck hit was that? I really wish this was a keep on until turn off thing. That's true to an extent. I have discovered that everything that I want to make is somehow more expensive than it would have been if I bought it. But it makes me feel better. Okay, fighting in here sucks. Nice. I love that. That's great. I don't remember how much it actually ended up costing, but we're doing Midsummer Night's Dream right now. We're closing Sunday. And Titania, the Fairy Queen, her dress, the costume designer spec'd this, like, ridiculously expensive silk for it. Super fancy shit. I think we actually got her down to a more reasonable fabric, or like a fabric lookalike, so I'm not entirely sure how much the fabric for the dress cost, but the dress was completely created by our costume shop, who are all extremely talented, to fit this one specific actress. So all told, the dress is worth like $1,200. Which is not crazy. I mean, it is crazy for a normal human, but for a bespoke piece in a professional theater, it's really... It's not often, but it is not unheard of. And we had it... No! Our dry cleaner fucked it up. Our dry cleaner apparently, like, just threw it in the wash. Which was great. Oh my god, it hit. I can't believe it. Oh, 8,000? Still. Oh, that's worse than 1,200, I guess. Yeah. Was, Oberon's cape is the same material, right? Cause it looks, cause it's right. Different fabrics, especially silks like that, it's like, it has this like dichroic effect, so especially under our stage lights, it just shines. It doesn't move right, it doesn't look right. It just... And Midsummer is really... Midsummer's kind of tough, or things like Midsummer are kind of tough because there's things that have to look magic. In other shows, there are things that have to look slick, and then they can look like believable tricks that we can make happen. But then in Midsummer, you have to believe that you are in the fairy glade. And that's just the nature of costume design for theater. I don't think I can beat this asshole here. Why? Oh, okay. Well, that makes me feel better, Dev. Thanks. We should leave. I mean, for us, it's trying to be, because you can definitely do, like, low-budget Shakespeare. But a lot of people do low-budget Shakespeare, and a lot of people are community theaters. So we're not. Alright. I don't know how to get over here. What the fuck? There's still a cliff here. Okay, so if I follow this path right through the dragon's asshole. Listen, the interwebs have never been right. I hope this thing moves. Oh my god, you're so big. Oh my god, you are so big. Oh my god. Oh my god, you're alive. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, this area is so cool. Oh my god. I want to be here so bad, but I'm gonna get destroyed so much. So many. Neat. I can't even beat the rotten dragon out in the other area. Fuck. One of the witches in Macbeth. Nice. Solid. Oh god. There's gotta be a site of grace around here, right? So that when I inevitably get my ass slapped in this Everjail, I'll not have to drive a million miles home. Oh, or a steak. Right, you're right. Keep forgetting. The game cannot handle him moving. That sounds very correct. I believe that. See, I can't stand Macbeth. I've written so many. I mean, I'm happy that you like it. I've written so many fucking papers. I've seen so many college productions. I can't. I'm so bored. Right up the butt. Okay, I wasn't expecting that headbutt. Honestly, that's probably the answer. You're not wrong. Grit, are you still here? Do you have a way to describe better the magic that has to look like magic versus the magic that doesn't? Like in our last show, well, in one of our shows last season, it was like a Dracula farce. This is like a comedy Dracula sort of whatever, and there's this one part where like Mina gets her, I don't know, is it her legs? Her legs come out over the top of something and they're like clearly not real human legs. They're like puppet legs. And that is appropriate in that moment. Because that makes it funny. But then other things you have to look at and go like, oh shit, how did they do that? Like once we were doing a show called Was it just called Mountaintop, or was there more of the title and we just shortened it to Mountaintop? And Grid made flowers grow out of the stage deck, which I still, when I worked in box office 2 years ago, I still had people calling and raving about. Sword is awesome. I love how many crits I've gotten on him. Makes me so happy. Oh, goodness. I don't know why my face is hot. Why is my face hot? We did it. We did one thing. The area feels very empty, but I was definitely down here a lot. This seems a little north. Taking away my face tank, how dare. Is this maybe the tower that somebody else was talking about? How I wasn't like high enough level to be there? Whoa. All these sticks look like fingers. done something like this? Were we here and we died? Yep. Dead. Nice. I don't want to try to go kill smaller dragons. It's not my souls. Yet. Thank you. What the fuck was that? Well, we tried plenty of butthole strats with, Barney there, so... Nope, this hurts. Excuse me? I don't think I'm fast enough. Fuck you! That wasn't that bad. That was a lot of juice, and I can't believe that one didn't come find us. Alright, okay. Yeah, I didn't either. Which is fine. I mean, I don't have anything leveled up other than the... Hope they don't come back. I imagine they do, since there's been no face tank. That wasn't a sleep though. That was a critical fall. It gave me the sleep. If they just fall asleep, I don't get like the critical blazing here eyeball thing. There was no purple. Thank you so much for the raid! Welcome, raiders. These are not that scary, comparatively. I mean, they hit hard, but... You're kidding. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it seemed the same to me too. But... why am I here? I love my sleep effect. I miss my blue sparkly sword, but if I can't have my blue sparkly sword, I'll have my perp sword. Oh no. That's not good. Alright, I guess let's try to get onto this one more time. I don't remember why we dipped out of here, though. I don't remember if it was because I fell and then I went somewhere else, or what. Wow, that's horrible, Rhino. You've been mid-50s and rainy for the last, like, 2 weeks. Although, honestly, I hope it does not turn into 90s. '70s would be cool. Oh yeah, I've been doing that in and out the rain for the last couple days. I mowed the lawn. I snuck mowed the lawn, I don't know, Sunday, I think? In a break of the rain. It was all like soggy and I bogged down the lawnmower and I made gross like perks of grass. I don't care. I don't give one shit. Oh right, pay attention. I kind of enjoy mowing the lawn. I never had to do it as a kid because I was never expected. The girls were not expected to do that, and I didn't want to, so I didn't push it. And honestly, I've always hated the inescapable loud noise of gas-powered engines, but now we have the little battery-powered Ryobi, which honestly is too small to do our lawn. It takes like 2.5 batteries to do the front lawn, and the backyard's bigger. So usually I'll do the front lawn with the little electric, and then Grid will do the back lawn with the gas-powered, which works out for us, but... Well, this can't be right. I would love a riding mower. If we had a riding mower, I'd actively, like, seek out doing it. I don't know what it is, and, like, the riding mowers are just as loud as, you know, a gas-powered riding mower is just as loud as a gas mower. But there's something different about piloting something that's loud than there is steering it? I don't know. I can't explain. I don't know where to go here. This feels wrong. Perfect, Dab. Perfect. I'm too late with a lot of the planting I want to do now. I was looking for raspberries, but I was worried about money because we had the roof leak, and then I had to get my car in again, and it turned out that the roof leak, while not fixed, has not leaked again in this entire week that it's been raining, which is weird. And then my car ended up costing like $1,000 less than I expected it to, which could be bad, or it could be whatever. So now that I went to buy raspberries specifically, now I'm out of luck. Now nobody has them. It's too late now. I feel like you're supposed to do this with the horse. This is way too climby jumpy for anything that I think I should be taking part in. This is so small. That's true, Zen. That's true. I'm very happy that of all of the negatives of this house, the lawn is flat. So flat. Extremely flat. No hills here. Oh! Okay. 3726. But yeah, we took out a bush out front last week when I snuck a Monday off with Grid. And I'm gonna put in a stone planter, or build a little stone garden wall so that it will enclose dirt, which I will put plants in. But because we're off, not next week, but the week after, I've kind of been saving my planting for that. Also, it was a little early a couple weeks ago, and now it's just been rainy. So I could have planted this week or last week, but it's been just shitty. It's really funny because we have a bare spot in the front lawn where the tree came down, or Gramps took a tree down. And I hate the idea of buying grass seed for multiple reasons. Reason number one being, you know, I don't want the American dream of the perfectly manicured golf course grass lawn. It's not unreasonable for the biome that I live in to have grass lawns. It's not crazy. I've never watered my lawn. It's not a waste of water if you're not sitting there with a fucking sprinkler on it 4 hours out of the day. But that doesn't mean I want shitty grass. I want clover in there. I want some, you know, nitrogen fixers. I'm not just looking for just single strain grass. Also, grass seed is so fucking expensive. And the square that I need to put grass on is literally 3 feet by 3 feet. Like, I don't want to buy a $50 bag of grass seed because I need a handful of grass seed. So I finally found a relatively cheap, relatively small bag of grass seed and just bought it without doing any further research. And discovered after I got it home that it is the wrong kind. It's the kind that you're supposed to sow in the fall. So obviously, being me, I said fuck it, and I took a couple handfuls and I threw it out there anyway. And then immediately after, it was like 90 degrees for 2 days. But now that it has been in the 50s and rainy for the last week and a half, it's actually starting to sprout, which I love. I think that's funny as hell. I'm like, yep, nailed it. My across the street neighbor you could put a fucking ruler on his grass, and I just want him to hate me so much. I want it. I feel it. I want it. So we're gonna get kind of like the garden or the paving stones and build a little planter, and I'm gonna put my shit in it. It's gonna be great. I want to do some stuff around the mailbox too, but was there like a bottom? Was there a door on the bottom of? If there was a door on the bottom of this, I'm gonna be so pissed. really am sick of not being able to see. Nice. Wait, is this that lift that we've been ignoring for like 25 years? That I keep forgetting about? I keep not doing that. Maybe I should do that. That lift thing. Ah, right. The Alidus Plateau. Right, yes. Okay. Hi, Xeno. I hate the people who try to fuck with you when it's not funny. I think shitty messages that are funny deserve to exist. The ones that are not funny suck. What? Hi. Nothing's killed me yet and I'm concerned. What am I looking at? Oh, maybe things that I don't even have access to yet. I'm confused by what I'm seeing. This doesn't seem to match up with the map. Okay, that seems to be that Erd tree. And then maybe this is that bridge, but it looks so weird. It looks very small. These just feel so wrong. I don't trust anything that's free in this game. What was the thing? What was... Shit, what was the... Oh. S-H-I-T-T-Y. M-E-S-S-A-G-E-S. Sorry. S. Thank you. Terrible. I think that's so often. I'm like, where is my glider? Where is my elytra? Where is my... Come on. There's no fall damage in this, right? Dino. You're a problem. This is you being a problem. I need you to know he's purring right now. Thank you. Ugh, he's shedding so bad. No, I have not pre-ordered it, and I normally don't do very well with, like, really popular AAA games on release because everybody wants to play them. Usually I don't enjoy them when there's a lot of hype about them either, and additionally, I never finished Breath of the Wild because I didn't like it. So... I'm excited for everybody else being excited about it, but I'm probably gonna pick it up on discount. As much as Zelda games are ever on discount. Sometime in the future. Or honestly, frankly, I'll probably buy the fucking collector's edition because I'm a bitch. I am just Nintendo's bitch right across my forehead. If the fucking charcuterie board or one of the wall scrolls or the fucking spoon or whatever, something catches my eye. How do you know I don't have one already? It's... You wouldn't know. It's not mod information. Nintendo! Oh. Oh, I'm sad now. Time is it? 8:30? We might have missed intermission. Maybe. Maybe now is intermission, actually. Forgot. Nice. Oh. Ah, son of a bitch. I knew better. I was like, oh, this motherfucker hits really hard. Let's walk face first into a sword. I'm bored of this. Yeah, nobody's allowed to use that against me. It's my thing. Ah, shit. Interesting. I used a shield a couple times. Look, it's on my back. Oh, right. I didn't even look at the rune. I'm gonna miss this. I'll wait. Damn. I don't think so, because he keeps getting his shield up. I was gonna fall down that gap. I was gonna scream. Is this just a shortcut? Oh, thank you, Boxy, for the bits. I definitely thought that was an in-game sound. Can't tell where I am. I thought it just went crunch. Oh dear. Oh, I don't think that was a shortcut. Ah, fuck. Shit. Oh, well. Oh, Jesus. I thought that was a noise in here, too. Son of a bitch. Oh, anyway, thank you so much, Eben, for that heart attack. Appreciate it. Sorry, Dev, did I just do speed strats? My bad. But it was so clear to me. Come on. We're doing 37:27 now. I love doing this to you guys. It is my favorite. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure it was the other side of that door, right? Thank you, Eben, for the 14 bits. I appreciate it. I'm sure that's what you feel inside. Or what everyone feels inside. This is a nice rose color. A nice dusky rose. Nice. Grid. I don't know what to do for dinner, really. I know you said you might be late. If you are late and you eat dinner, that would be cool, and then I can have that leftover tuna. just because I'm thinking of dinner. Or you could bring me home mozzarella sticks, but I will not wait up for you. Okay, awesome. Sounds good. Then I'll just eat. I'll eat and I won't worry about you then. That would be great. What? Oh, because I had the wrong flask up. I was like, I healed! I did not. I love eating rice. I love eating rice and a really, really cheap beef that I've stewed for a really long time. Together. I love that. Well, I hate this guy. Zan, oh my goodness, thank you so much for the gift sub.
Did a tier 1 sub to Static 7S. They have given 96 gift subs in the channel.
That is just a crazy number. That is a bonkers number. Well, there's none there, so it doesn't matter. Up, do things while I'm dying. Zan, that's a worse number in terms of crazy. God damn. Why does this guy keep moving? Am I gonna have to get my stick out? Where am I supposed to be? I think this seems a little hard too. Anyway, who am I looking at? Ravishing Panda and Mari and Pessimistic Snake and UV Reactive. Welcome to the Ministry of Silly Walkthroughs, new friend. You are all stuck here. God, yeah, that's... This is such a big game, I just want things to be easy. I think so. I went to the big hole in the ground. Did we go down there? Did we, like, finish that? No, we didn't actually, like... No, we didn't finish that. We left because that was hard, too. Where is not hard? I should probably I should do the lift. But I don't remember where that is. Even a little. The least not hard place? Where's the capital? Okay, alright, alright. Well then we can... Oops. It's Nokron, right? I don't have the keys. I thought I had... Oh. Ugh. Well, on the plus side, I remember what we did on Tuesday, because we are only Thursday now, so that's great. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break, because I haven't done that yet. So hold on. Hey, Karasaur Bad at Games. Thank you so much for hanging out. And any time. Okay. All right. Okay. Ooh. Okay. I'm ready. Oh, we're at a different thing now. We're doing 335. We still have like 40 more to go. I think I need to get a little clip-on light for the top of my embroidery frame there, because I keep trying to sew at night on the couch while we watch YouTubes. Or the Twitch. Or the BattleBots. Stupid BattleBots. And then, I keep not being able to see good enough. I don't have an overhead light in that room. The numbers are embroidery floss. I am... My brain doesn't like to leave tasks unfinished. Like, the more boring the task and the more inconsequential the task, the more I need to finish it before I'm allowed to do anything fun. So, a couple years ago, I probably would have skipped the stream to wind all these skeins of floss onto bobbins. But now, this is growth. This is doing them while I'm streaming. This is still it's not better. We're not fixed. Newbie!
Bobbin Best Loom character.
Thank you so much for 39 months. No, we're doing a, you know, my embroidery pattern right now is, you know the Kirby's Adventure for the NES? There's a minigame in it where there's a Kirby claw machine. And you can play the Kirby claw machine to pick up Kirby's and it gets you 1-ups. That game screen is the, what I'm sewing, but I don't have a lot to show yet. Just some pink. Oh, okay. Yes, much larger than the booze. It's a very boring project, actually, because it's... a lot of it is just... itchy. A lot of it is... the same color. There's not a lot of colors in it. Okay. Oh, I'm not paying attention. Fuck! Oh, didn't mean to do that. Oh well. was here? I know we were further on, but... No. I don't remember how to get to that big beefy guy that throttled us on that weird random island that we got to by virtue of somewhere else. I think in Nokron, but I don't know. Yeah. I know it was a warp thing somewhere. What's up, Xeno? Oh, you got your carrot? It's good for your teeth. Alright, so where did I get killed down here? I got killed by that wolf. No, it's a little stuffed carrot that used to have catnip in it, but they have torn the catnip out. Oh. 3733. I'm kind of excited for Sunday because the way usually closings go, I usually try to take one car. I hate going into the same city that Grid is going into and taking two separate cars. It's just such a fucking waste. So I'd prefer to either go in early or stay late with him if we can take one car. So usually for closing, I don't really... I end up staying, like, so much longer than I have to. Really, realistically, I only have to be there to bring the actors to the train station, which won't happen until, like, 6:30 at night. But I'm probably gonna go in with him for, like, 10, so that he's there for crew call, and then I can kind of hang out and get a little bit of my work done. Usually I do have a couple of things to do, closing. Oh shit. Grid, are you there? I forgot to... I never got the link. The video link. I'll have to ask them Friday. But, all the extra time that I'll be there on Sunday, I'll get to crochet. So that'll be great. Hey, Sarah! Ooh, a whole rotisserie chicken. Amazing. All the boys got barbecue chicken last night. They got a treat. Why is my face itchy? Okay. Shit, is it your birthday? Oh my god. Sarah, I don't have Facebook anymore. I can't remember when people's birthdays are. Fuck. I'm sorry. Happy birthday. I literally had to make Grid, confirm when Baker's was for me. Made him check Facebook. I don't trust that boy. I don't believe him sleeping. What killed you here? Tara's been the heir to the Lucas fortune all this time. I just want to pick this. Lantern up. Whoops. Get fucked. Me. Call McDonald's right now. It's just a bright spot. Wonderful. Okay. Oh, okay. Hang on. Shit. Nice. I have never purchased a McRib. I am not sorry to say. You know, come on. You can't just rub your face on everything. The little stuffed carrot has little crispies in it. It's a little crunchy when he bite it. It go crinkle crinkle. I guess we'll go this way. Hmm. Dino's so weird because he has a bunch of his cat toys are like little crochet rejects that I've kind of tried and got bored of or something. So I have bunch of little like circles really from when I was trying to figure out how to make Kirby or when I was trying to figure out how to make Boo's or what. And he likes to just bite them. And I don't know if you've ever tried to like bite a ball of acrylic yarn, but it kind of squeaks in your teeth. And it squeaks in him teeth. Feel bad about killing things that haven't noticed me yet. Oh yeah? Noted. I thought maybe you were the controller, but it seems maybe not. Oh, right. I keep forgetting. Okay, well that was weird. Not one of their outfits. How are you supposed to get clothes if not by killing people? Really? Ah. Okay. 151. I'm kind of tempted to go meet Grid at the bar tonight. I don't want to. I don't want to go drive down at 10 o'clock at night for subpar mozzarella sticks, but also I've done stupider things for subpar mozzarella sticks. Oh, I'm glad. I mean, I would subject you to it anyway. Even if it were hated. But... man, mozzarella sticks. Oof. Yeah, but also with like a whole room full of other people. He's going to the bar for one of the actors' birthday, and our artistic director and a couple of friends have created him a birthday party. So it's like a whole... They reserved the back room in the bar that we always go to. Yeah, like bunch of other people. So I don't... if it were just me and Grid at the bar, and that bar has the dartboard that I love. It's one of those electronic dart machines. I love those. I love getting drunk and beating Grid at bar. Or at, getting drunk and beating Grid at bar. No. I love getting drunk and beating Grid at darts. It's one of my few pleasures in this life. Wow, that's awesome, Dev. I'm excited to see it. Well, I mean, I guess I saw it. It was on them, but... I hope I can find one. Because I don't buy things. Yeah, you know. This is... the police won't watch Twitch, it's fine. I mean, as evidence, the police don't take into any account anything that people say on the internet. I mean, if they're white. I hope that comes off as the scathing social commentary that I meant it to, and not... not worse, not bad. Okay, this one has tangled. We are in overtime. I'll have to think of another story. This bar used to have chicken fists. I don't remember what they were, really. I think they were like chicken cordon bleu balls. I don't enjoy chicken cordon bleu. They were called chicken fists. I don't know. Ask Grid. He got them all the time. I don't know. What is cordon bleu? Can somebody explain cordon bleu better than me? It's like chicken with cheese inside of it. But that sounds really good, but I promise it's not. Or at least I never liked it. It's like a little pinwheel of chicken and other shit inside. I don't know. I've never been a fan. Yeah, I don't know. Oh yeah, cheese and ham, that's what it is. And I'm not a big ham person. And I feel like a lot of people would put like American cheese in it, and that's awful. Just bad. Not good. I don't know, I just don't like, I really don't like cheese and chicken at all. The best cheese that, in my opinion, goes with chicken is like Parmesan, and that's it. I don't care for any other chicken with cheese unless... I guess maybe once we get into tacos, that sorta... Okay, unless it's, I guess, fried chicken with cheese I like. Yeah... I don't really like that either. My problem with chicken parmesan is that, like, the breading always gets soggy. Unless you are sitting next to the pan while Nona cooks it, your chicken parm is gonna be soggy. And I can't stand the soggy breading. There's always too much sauce for me. I don't know. It's just not one of my favorite dishes. See, inexplicably, we used to go to this, I say we, I mean, one of my friends went to college in Springfield, Massachusetts, and there's a restaurant there, or there was a restaurant there called Chef Wayne's Big Mamu. It was this tiny little hole in the wall. It had a big poster of, like, Lake Pontchartrain on the side, and this fucking Mamu, the chef, or, I'm sorry, Chef Wayne was just... He's still just insane. If you got, like, the prime rib, he would come hand you the prime rib and shake your hand. And at this restaurant, they had, crawfish quesadillas, which, when I say that to you, sounds terrible. But, holy shit, I can't even describe them. I mean, there was crawfish and cheese in there, but I don't... We would drive 2 hours to go get this food. There's no way I'm not gonna fight that, like... That's a short window. That makes sense, Rhino. That makes sense. I never tried to think about how to make them because I never liked them. And I've been trying to perfect my vodka sauce lately. I really want to go... I have this very specific Italian restaurant in mind that I want to go to with Grid as soon as we're on vacation. It's like really, really little. It is run by Nona. Is this a giant finger maiden? It can't be. I wish you could tell where these were. I expected this to be a trap. Is it a finger maiden? Why? Come on. King, this game fucks with me so bad. Why would we need... The hidden treasure of the eternal city of Nokron, a blade said to have been born of a corpse. This blood-drenched fetish is proof of the high treason committed by the eternal city and symbolizes its downfall. Cannot be wielded by those without a fate, but it is said to be able to harm the greater will and its vassals. Huh. Did they kill a finger maiden and that's... Or a finger reader? Not a maiden, I'm sorry. Oh. counts. We have not... This is not the last one we were at, so sitting at it again. Then I guess let's go back to Ronnie in a second. How much time do we have? 20 minutes? Oh yeah, so my problem with my vodka sauce is that when I first make it, it's amazing. It's great. I leveled up my game. By now I like blend it so it's smooth and creamy. Like that. And I kind of have been experimenting with the kind of cheese in it. Very nice. But if I have it, if I leave it, or if I, you know, put it in the fridge as leftovers and have it again the next day, it doesn't taste bad. It tastes like nothing. It literally tastes like nothing. And I cannot figure out how or why that is occurring. If I do that with pasta with vodka sauce that I get at a restaurant, that is not the case. It tastes not quite as good the next day, but it still tastes good. But mine tastes like nothing. I don't get it. Not always. I guess maybe usually. Huh. That's a fair point, Zen. That's a fair point. I don't think it's that, though. I think part of my problem is that all of my sauce gets absorbed by the noodles when the noodles start getting colder. So there's not as much sauce. I mean, like, it still has permeated the nude, but it's not quite as, you know, but I don't know. Ugh, why is my face so hot?
It was thee, not blithe it seemeth. Even in my slumber I sensed it. It is in thy possession, is it not? The hidden treasure of Nokron. My thanks. Finally all the pieces are in place. Soon must I begin my journey. Upon the dark path only I may tread. But before I leave, I shall entrust thee with this. My thanks for thy sterling efforts. A strange gift, perhaps. But a rare sort such as thee would welcome it, I'm sure. I am certain now. Fate steered us to our reunion. I must thank Torrent, too, for his part. You may leave now. It was but brief. But thou gavest me fine service. What is it? You may go. I too am to depart on a journey. Upon the dark path, only I may tread. What is it? I too...
What would happen if I killed her? Statuette of a scholar with ground and sky inverted reveals the hidden form of the Carrion study hall, which connects to the divine tower. We were here once, and I said, what the fuck is this? And then you said, don't worry about it, right? I don't remember where that was. A tower? I need more beast bones. Okay, apparently none of you have bones. Oh wait, here we go. Thanks. I don't think this is it. No. Oh, I forgot about the paintings. Interesting. Is that an Everjail that I missed? Sorry, sidetracked. Honestly, this probably wouldn't be a terrible thing to start up next time anyway. I always do better when I have kind of concrete things to begin to look for. I already did this. Maybe not. Lol. Dancer? There we go. God, one hit. Interesting. I'm always scared of anything that increases damage. Okay, let's go back here. All right, I think this is gonna be a good place for me to wrap up for tonight, and then Tuesday we'll start trying to find whatever the tower is for that statue to go in. And we do still have, I think, a little bit more to finish up in Nokron. There were just a little. I never killed that big ass wolf. I don't know, but anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. Let me see if there's somebody going who I can send you to. Although my little thing is often borked. I don't know why my little gumbo doesn't work anymore. Oh, that's not what I wanted. God, if I can't raid somebody fast, it's too awkward and I don't want to do it. Nobody's really going anyway. Okay, whatever. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I will catch you tomorrow. I will be back tomorrow, possibly with DK. Have a good night, everybody.